Hi everyone and welcome to Concepts World. So today we are going to give you 5 tips that will increase your chances of cracking that job interview. Let's begin. The first tip involves the job description that you have been provided with. In case the recruiter has not given you a proper job description, there is absolutely no need to worry. Just go through LinkedIn or any other job portals like Naukri, Times Jobs, Indeed, etc. and check out the job descriptions of the post that you have applied for. Here, I have taken a sample JD for a sales manager in a FMCG company. So now that you have a job description, let's start identifying those keywords in it. So the first sentence, deriving sales from distributor, direct dealer and sub-dealer basis budgeted annual achievement. Here my keyword would be deriving sales. Second sentence, scheme communication to target dealers, direct dealers and distributors. New product launch pitching to the distributor, direct dealer and sub-dealer. Here my keywords would be communication and new product launch. Similarly, in the third and fourth line, in the third one, my keyword would be monitor outstanding amounts. And in the fourth line, it would be market analysis and competitor study. So now these highlighted words are your keywords. Now, you need to make sure that you include these keywords when you are asked about your current role. And you need to have examples of each highlighted word ready. And why do we do this? It is because the focus from the first question itself of tell me about yourself, you need to highlight the points which you think make you a great fit for the role. An example of this will be a sentence like, I have a very good relationship with all of my clients, and one of my key accomplishments was being able to clear all outstandings on time. I have won performance awards for consistently overachieving my targets, and I am confident that I will be able to get similar results here as well. So, what you have managed to do is that you have managed to hit sales and outstanding part of the JD, and you have highlighted your award, which will make your recruiter go, maybe he is a good fit for our organization. So, now we come to tip number 2. Numbers are your friends. Any sentence that will have numbers incorporated in it will increase the impact of that sentence. So, instead of just saying, in my current role at ABC Corp, I handle a business of 50 lakhs a month, you might want to rephrase that by, in my current role at ABC Corp, the business was 22 lakhs per month when I joined. By the end of first year, I was able to achieve 127% growth and drive the business to 50 lakhs per month. But what if you don't work with numbers? Don't worry. If you are into support functions, instead of saying things like, I look after operations and streamlining the process is a big part of my job, you can say, I manage projects where I streamline specific processes, and in my last project, I was able to initiate a saving of 12 lakhs per annum. See, so here what you've done is you have driven the impact into the mind of the recruiter because again, numbers will always be more impactful. Now we come to tip number 3. Research common questions that are asked in an interview. I know this sounds a little too simple, but the thing is, a lot of us get really overconfident with questions like, tell me about yourself, or the ever famous strengths and weakness. And we decide that these questions are best handled spontaneously. But see, here is the thing. These questions seem really simple, but because these are asked within the first 5 to 10 minutes of the interview, they will set the tone for the rest of the interview. A lot of days just have a bad start and they tend to throw us off our game, and that's where things take a really bad turn. The spontaneous answer coupled with tension ends up being a nightmare, where instead of focusing on highlighting specific points and achievements, we just ramble on, and sometimes we will just give out personal information as well. And just like that, the first impression gets completely ruined. So it is very important that you research the commonly asked questions and rehearse the answers. If you have a friend with whom you can rehearse, that's great. Otherwise, just record yourself with your phone or a camera. Now we come to the next tip. How do you handle a googly question? So I don't know about you, but I have been there in an interview where the interviewer just suddenly asked a question that I was totally unprepared for and my mind just went blank. So I call these questions googly questions. In these cases, all you really need is a couple of minutes, and after the first initial shock filled seconds, your mind will get working again. So, how do you buy that time? A really easy way to handle it is after a few seconds of silence, you can start off slowly by saying, "That's a really good question. I think I will have to go with." And then you just follow it up with the answer because your mind has started working again. Right? And now we are going to come to the last tip, which is ask questions. At a certain point in the interview, the interviewer will ask you if you have any questions. And this is really crucial because you never say no. Because what will happen is that it will leave an impression that you are not very interested in the job. You can ask a question like, "What is a typical day in this role like?" Or maybe, "Are there any trainings that the company offers that will help me grow?" Basically, any question that will show your interest in the role and in the company. So that way, when you end the interview, you always end it at a very positive note. So, all the best for your interview, and we hope that you crack it. And with this, we come to the end of the video. If you have any queries or if you have implemented any of these tips, then we look forward to reading that in the comments section. Thank you for watching this Concepts World video.